So here's the scoop on Get Crazy. It dropped in August of '83, and it's basically a wild, off-the-wall rock and roll comedy. If you're into zany musical comedies with a backstage vibe and a lot of chaos, this is for you. Think, this is Spinal Tap energy, but on New Year's Eve with more fireworks, literally. It's about 92 minutes long and was directed by Alan Arkush, who actually worked at the Fillmore East back in the day. You can tell because the movie feels like it was made by someone who's seen more backstage madness than most of us can imagine. What's it about? The whole thing kicks off on New Year's Eve 1982 inside this legendary place called the Saturn Theatre. Max Wolf owns the joint, and he's trying to throw one last epic concert to cap out the year. Here's where it gets juicy. Max has a 30-year lease, and this sharky promoter dude, Colin Beverley, played by Ed Begley Jr., wants to buy him out, bulldoze the place, and put up something soulless. Max isn't having it. Max is so stressed he actually collapses, maybe a heart attack, leaving his stage manager Neil, Daniel Stern, and ex-stage manager Willie, Gail Edwards, scrambling to keep the show alive. To make things crazier, Max's own nephew sides with the evil promoter and tries to get Max to give up the lease, with a little sabotage thrown in, obviously. In the background, a bunch of bands and performers are all doing their thing on stage. There's a fire, a rocket ship with a bomb, rumours of sabotage, and a plan for Max to make a midnight entrance that goes totally haywire. The bomb basically gets punted out of the theatre and blows up Beverley's limo instead. Instant karma, right? When the dust settles, everyone's celebrating. Max is done with the drama and hands over the lease to Neil so he can retire, and Willie gets bumped up to partner. Cue big final number and some credits over Lou Reed's Little Sister. Why is this movie even a thing? Honestly, it's got all the good, weird stuff about music culture. Crazy rockers, punk chaos, venue versus corporate sellout drama, and a healthy dose of parody. It's all inspired by actual stories from backstage in the real 70s rock scene. You get parodies of classic rock stars, there's totally a Jagger type, punk, new wave, blues, folk, the works. And it's got that nostalgia for the days when honest-to-God wild concerts happened in tiny historic halls. Music, the soundtrack, straight fire if you love old-school rock and punk. King Blues are on there playing things like The Blues Had a Baby and they named it rock and roll. There's a rowdy punk band, a character called Piggy, Lee Ving from Fear, and Malcolm McDowell, yep, that one, plays Reggie, who does Hot Shot and a whole lot of strutting around. Stick around through the end credits for Lou Reed's Little Sister, trust us. Did people love it? Okay, so Get Crazy completely bombed at the box office, barely scraped 1.6 million, and critics didn't know what to make of it. But over the years, total cult classic. People who love rock and roll movies and wacky comedies swap stories about it. It used to be pretty tough to find, a kind of secret handshake among VHS and DVD nerds. But there's a slick Blu-ray now, complete with a behind-the-scenes doc and all the extras. The best bits: the bomb in a rocket ship subplot is bonkers. Reggie, Malcolm McDowell, is the definition of over-the-top. Think groupies, ego, and lots of drugs. Lou Reed's cameo as Auden totally winks at folk rock icons. Oh, and just when you think it can't get any more nuts, talking water coolers, walking joints, and surreal visuals everywhere. Seriously, it's the kind of movie where you hit pause and go, did I really just see that? If you're craving a trip back to the wild days of rock, or just want something loud and ridiculous for movie night, Get Crazy absolutely delivers. For more 80s nostalgia, don't forget to subscribe to Movies of the 80s. Keep it weird.